When it comes to IShowSpeed, one thing is guaranteed: chaos. No matter where he goes, Speed turns the entire country into a live stage for millions of fans watching. But here's the thing: every country reacts differently to his wild energy. Some embrace him like a hero, while others, let's just say Speed couldn't wait to get the first flight out. Number 1, China. China was the dream tour for Speed. If we're talking about pure success, China takes the crown with no doubt. It was record-breaking with over 6 million watch hours, 1.4 million new followers, and 48 hours of non-stop streaming madness. But the real magic was when Speed met Ryan Chin, the Trump impersonator who left him in shock. It didn't stop there, dancing with an autonomous robot like he just met his twin, going bald and learning kung fu from a Shaolin monk in a full concert collab with superstar Da Jiang Wei just made the fans over the world go crazy. China was everything a Speed stream should be: chaotic, cultural, and unforgettable, that left fans saying China was Speed's best stream ever. Number 2, Turkey. Next on the loved list was Turkey, where chaos was done right. If China was Speed's breakout, Turkey was his playground. From the second he landed in Istanbul, the place became his personal stage. The first stop was the Istanbul Tower. Speed's chat was filled with the comment, "Jump," when he freaked out from the insane heights. His reactions to it were just too crazy. Then came one of the funniest moments of his entire career, where Speed tried to be a Turkish ice cream man. If you know those vendors, they love to tease customers with hand tricks. When they flipped the cone on Speed, he just lost it, and millions of viewers couldn't stop replaying that clip to laugh all over again. But it was not just laughs. Speed was going all the way deep into Turkish culture. The way he went crazy over local food, trying a traditional bathhouse, even participating in oil wrestling was all the fans wanted. His unexpected reactions turned every tradition into comedy gold. And who could forget that roller coaster moment, right? Yes, when Speed fainted mid-ride, only to wake up and see the comment box filled with LMAO. That clip alone went viral worldwide. And then came CZN Burak, the world-famous Turkish chef known for smiling through every prank. When Burak pretended to spill tea on Speed, his panicked reaction was dope. And by the end of the tour, Speed had hit 42 million subscribers live in Turkey. If China was successful, Turkey would be pure fun. Number 3, Norway, the disaster stream. But not every country welcomed Speed with love. Some turned into complete nightmares, and Norway might just be the worst. Yes, the disaster stream so far for Speed. It started normally enough. Speed touched down in Norway, interacted with fans in the streets, and was all ready to make it another iconic stream. But within minutes, things went too wrong. He stepped into a clothing store to take a break. The moment he looked outside, he knew he was trapped. The entire building was surrounded by fans, and hundreds of them, shouting, pushing, and waiting for him to come out. Trying to keep the energy up, Speed went to the window to entertain them. And what is better than a swee celebration, right? The classic swee. But this time, it was a disaster. He slipped, fell, and injured his ankle on the stream. And the chaos didn't stop there. The mob just got violent when he tried to escape. His shoes were ripped off while people were throwing objects at him. Even the security guards couldn't control the crowd. It got so bad that Speed was taken to a hospital. And when he finally got in the car to leave, the mob was still chasing him. By the end of the nightmare, he looked straight into the camera and said, "I don't think I'll ever come here again, bro. I'm not even trolling." Just like that, Norway went from a new start to one of his most hated countries ever in less than a day. Number 4, the Netherlands. If you thought Norway was bad, the Netherlands might have been even worse. At first, things looked so promising. Speed first hit Ripley's Believe It or Not museum, interacted with fans, even joked around with people on the street. But the crowd kept growing and growing. It didn't take much time. Fans started following him on motorcycles, banging on his car, and opening his trunk while he was still inside. It was too insane. And then came the tower swing ride. While screaming at the top, Speed's shoe slipped off and it was stolen by the mob below. The disappointment was for real, and he shouted, "My shoe! My shoe! No! They stole my shoe!" But the worst part came after a while. When Speed tried to leave, he was mobbed harder than ever. Fans rushed themselves in and grabbed at him, and some even pulled his pants down in public on stream. It was humiliating and honestly one of the lowest moments of his IRL career. The police even had to detain him at a station just to get him away from the mob. Even then, the crowd was still there, waiting. Now there you have it, Speed's two most loved countries and his two most hated. In China and Turkey, he thrived. The people embraced him, the culture inspired him, and the content was memorable. These were the streams that fans still talk about today. But in Norway and the Netherlands, things turned ugly. And that's the story of IShowSpeed, the most unpredictable streamer in the world. One country crowns him a superstar, another leaves him running for safety. Now the real question, when Speed shows up in your country, will he love it? Or will it end up on his most hated list? Comment below. If you loved this video, smash that like button, subscribe for more insane IShowSpeed stories.